Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm bringing you my birthday Bonanza treats. A really simple idea, but a lovely way to have as a table favour or a little gift. Party bags are ideal. I actually picked up these strawberry pencils, I think they're called, from one of my local shops, and they were £3 for £1. So you know, they're cheap enough. This contains just one bag, so it's a relatively cheap way of doing a little party bag. And obviously the bags are food safe, which again is fabulous because you can just empty that bag into this bag and you don't even have to touch them. But yeah, I think they're really cute, and as I said, it's just a little oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's just a cute little table gift, party gift. I know that my upline Sam Pootles does a treat on a Friday for her boys. This would be ideal for them too. So yeah, I'll show you how to make it. And as I said, it's really simple. So to start off with then, you're going to need a piece of cardstock that is 11 by 6.5. And in centimetres, that's 27.5 by 16.5. Then on the long side, we're going to score at 3, 5, 8 and 10 inches. And in centimetres, that will be 7.5, 12.5, 20 and 20.5. We're then going to rotate and score on the short side at 3 inches, which is 7.5 centimetres. And it's a super simple one to make up. I'll grab my bone folder here. So obviously we're just going to fold and burnish our score lines. And then just fold that one there. Okay, and then we need some scissors. So the first thing we're going to do is cut away this long narrow bit on the corner here, because we don't need that. So we're just going to cut that away, and as I cut it away, I'm just going to cut a small wedge in the bottom of that bit there. Okay, then we just simply need to cut these vertical score lines here, because obviously these are going to form your base. And then on the two larger pieces here, because obviously when this gets folded up, so the long pieces here are going to fold across nicely, but obviously these large bits are too long. So on the two squares, what we need to do is just simply, you can do this either way with your trimmer, with scissors, whichever. I'm just literally going to mark 1 inch up, which is 2.5 centimetres, and as you can see, it's just a very faint score line, just so that I have a guide to cut across, and we're just going to cut that off. So 2.5 centimetres or 1 inch, you just need to trim off the bottom of those squares. As I said, if you want to use your trimmer or anything like that, then obviously that's fine. Then we're going to add some tear and tape across this seam here. And again, I always like to add a couple if it's a wide strip, because I just think it's nice to hold it down. And then where the front is going to be, so that's this panel here, we need to put some on the inside there. So I'm just going to pop a strip just there, and then another one just across that bottom section there. Oh, more fingers and thumbs. Okay, so I'm going to add my DSP now before I adhere this up. And so you're just going to need 2 pieces that are 3.25 by 2 3/4, and 2 pieces that are 3.25 by 1 3/4. So in centimetres, that will be 8.5 by 7 and this one will be 8.5 by 4.5. So I'm just gonna snail the back of these and pop them on. My favourite koala. I love them. Okay, so the larger pieces on the larger squares, and then the narrower on the narrower pieces, obviously. Whoops, now, don't have any of that behaviour. And that one will just go on there. And then obviously we can now take the backing off the tape and fold it over to seal that up, and then pop these sides in, the back part, and then the last part is the front with the tape on. And then just make sure it's all square, and then I'm just going to pop that over and press it down, or you can get your bone folder in there, press it down, and there's your cute little box. So with the printed gusseted cellophane bags, I mean, these are fabulous. You get 25 in a pack of these. They are just so amazing. And what I also like about them is, this is going to sound a bit strange, they're really soft. You know our previous bags, I don't know if I've got one on my desk, I can't see one. They're sort of a bit more noisy, but these are really quite soft, and I don't know, I really like them. So anyway, I'm going to pop my sweets in here. So as I said, literally just open that bag, and then, whoops, oh, my little dog's complaining because it's time to go you know where, and she's sat down here at the side of me telling me all about it. Daffodil Delight ruched ribbon, so pretty. Has real nice texture to it as well, and I literally just use this to tie up the top of the bag. Oh, I can smell the strawberries in these. It's making my mouth water. Strawberries are another thing. Koalas and strawberries. If koalas had strawberries for their dinner, it would be just my ultimate favourite thing ever. Right, so silly ribbon, I know. We can play with that if we need to, but then these just simply pop in there, and that's it. So just to pop a nice little celebratory comment on it. So I've got my my Bonanza buddies. And I'm just going, I'm glad it's your birthday so I can tell you how wonderful you are. Obviously you could go with any of these sentiments, or pick a different one if you wanted to. So I'm just going to grab my block here and pop that on. And while I'm here, I'm just going to grab that one and pop my koala on. And then my final block, where's his little nose? There it is, his little face. Okay, so some cardstock here. I have a tiny little bit of scrap here. I have my smoky slate. This is for my koala. I'm just going to stamp him on there like that. And then I have my memento here to do his cute little face and nose. How well did that line up? Really impressed with that. And then on a separate piece, just because that's what I want for my sentiment, I'm inking this up in memento, and then I'm just going to stamp it up in that top corner just there. Okay, so I'm going to move that to one side for a moment, because I'm now going to use my Bonanza dies to die cut my koala, which is just this one here. As you can see, there's a variety of dies in there. Let's move those treats out the way a second. I'm just going to bring in my Big Shot. Well, obviously you can use any die cutting machine that you have to hand. I just happen to have this one. But the dies all work regardless of your machine. Oops, heavens, I don't want that happening. My skew with koala. Okay. Oh, come on now. That's it, that's got it. Right, spin this through. Come on, Mr. Koala. He's not coming off there, is he? There we go. Right, let's get this moved out of the way. Oh, okay, so there's my lovely koala. And then I want my sentiment here that I'm going to just trim. So I'm going to go across the bottom first. And then when I cut this way, I just want to leave a little bit of card there because I want him to hang sort of off the side slightly. So move that across, and I've just left really a fraction there. And then I've got my Bermuda Bay here, so this is going on the back of here. And as you know, I never do my layering for sentiments properly. I just stick it on and then I cut it, which I know is really bad, but that's the way I do it. And then just trim this one. And then a little bit of snail on the back of this little cute fellow here. So he's just going to sit there. And then some dimensionals on the back. And we're about done. Bring my cute little treat box in here. And then I did this to one side so that my little characters could fall or hang off the side, if you like. And there they are. There are my birthday Bonanza treats. I hope you like them, and I hope you have somebody that you can gift these lovely little treats to. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.